Okay, I'm gonna click on VNC viewer. Okay, uh, we have to log into the VNC viewer, and the remote host name is aura05.regis.net. We're going to the database MSCD 642. So I'm gonna type number 4. Number 4 is indicate for MSCD 642. Number 5 is MSCD 644. And number 3 is MSCD 640. Okay. All right. So that's the number 4, which means 642. I'm gonna do connect. And right here, I'm gonna put the password is MSCD 642. Okay. All right. So it takes you to this VNC viewer, and here you have to type the same password again. So, um, it's the same password like you when you log into PuTTY, the PuTTY terminal. You put like if you want to log into 642, then you just type MSCD 642, and then the password is MSCD 642. It's the same. Okay. Do unlock. Okay. Now you see the database screen. So this is the database, the user interface for the database. All right. In here, I'm gonna just click on the terminal. All right. So it show. Now I'm gonna do echo Oracle. I'm just checking the Oracle home. I'm not doing anything fancy yet. But you see, so now you see here we are at the Oracle Home 642. And the version right now we do is 12.1.0. That's the current version, right? Okay. I'm gonna log into this directory. I'm gonna log into the products here. So because we have to create the new database in the same directory, in the same level as this number right here, 12.1.0. We have to do another directory at the same level. So I'm gonna log into 642. I'm gonna change this directory to that and products. Okay, and enter. So I'm gonna display all of the file in that directory products. So you see now we have 11.2.0. That's the older version, and the 12.1.0, that's the current version that we are using. But we gonna have to create another directory saying 12.1.0.2. Right, you get that, right? Okay. Well, for installing the binary number, the binary files, we have to run the installer. The installer is the user interface. It look like a nice pictures, nice screen. It will help us to install the binary files. Okay, and and that in a different directory. It's not here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go back to the root of the database, to the root of everything. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you This is the root. You see here 642, 40, 42, 44. We have here is U01. Okay, so where we add the root of everything of the whole system. Okay, so from here we're gonna go back to that 64. Well, I'm gonna run that installer. The installer is it will show with the nice screen, and that file was in this directory here, home. Okay, so I'm gonna cd to home. Okay, I'm gonna ls. You will see we have to go into Oracle. From Oracle we have to go to another folder. um, I don't know if it's easy if I just type the whole thing. I have all of this directory on the one of the document that I already sent out earlier a few days ago. So Oracle, I'm gonna go to cd dot 0.1.0.2. This is the folder where they download the new version of Oracle. They put it in here. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go database. You see these two file here? Okay, the two file, this is the new version of Oracle. Okay, somebody who have the right already download this file and put it in here. So I already run extract the file, and I put it in the database 12 dot, not dot, but database 12102. I already put it in there. So I'm gonna cd to that directory. All right. Okay, and I cd into database. That's the last one, I promise. Okay, here you go. All right. So these are the file that I extracted. Okay. So you see the red file here. Yeah, the red file here is the run installer. Okay, so I have to run this in order to install the binary files. I have to run this thing first. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and run this thing as installer. Okay, when I run, it's gonna check. It making three checks. Two check pass, and the third check is the monitor display. This is where we got problem last few days. Okay, the problem is that you see right here it say pass, right? Okay, but when I run this without using the VNC viewer, it failed. It does not let my computer connect directly to this screen right here, to this screen. It did not. So that's the reason why it took so long and nobody can figure it out. But the resolve was it need a new an X window in the server in order for people to connect to the server, but we don't have that on the server. So we have to use the VNC viewer. This is the VNC viewer that we use. Okay, so everything look okay. That's why it load this installer. Right. Okay. So now this installer will have step 1 to 9. So we have like 9 steps total. This is where we install the binary. We used to install the binary files. All right, so here I would say I uncheck this because I don't wish to receive any update. Okay, and I'm going to click next. it will confirm that I don't want to put any email, right? So I say yes, I did not put any email. All right, the next screen, it will ask if I want to create and configure a database or I install database software only. This is what we do. We only install the binary file. So, okay, so I'm gonna do install the database software only. The term binary files, that means the database software. Okay, so people use it back and forth. Okay, I'm gonna do next. And I'm gonna do single instance database installation. Okay, only single instance. I click next. All right, and I choose English. Okay, if you do in different language, you can select different language. Okay, and I click next. All right, so by default, it's gonna show the Enterprise Edition. The database 12c we have is the Enterprise Edition, so it connect. It's already by default. I continue by click next. All right, here we have to um, put the new home. Okay, by default, it will show the old home. You see, this is the old home, 12.1.0. The new home is supposed to be .2. You can do it. What is it? You can do different home. If you do a test, you don't want to do the real one. You can just put test whatever Shruti or whatever. You can do that. Be- because we can delete this anytime. But since I already did many tests, um, so I will just go ahead and do 12.1.0.2. So by the time we're done, we don't have to redo it all over again. And same thing on here with the Oracle base. I will do the same thing. Only change I just put the number 2 behind the 0, right? All right, so I check to be sure that the home's location is correct and the way I want it. Okay, so I will just go next. All right, so here is where you have to give the permission, like a database administrator group. Which group that you want to have that administration task, you can select them. You like, oh, data DBA will do that or whatever. Or right here, database backup and recovery group. You can, if you have the backup group, you can just select them here because when they log in with their when the backup people log in with their password, they can only do backup and recovery. They cannot do anything else. Okay, so this is where you give the privilege. But I will by default it's just a Oracle install, so very much anyone who have the password can do it. It's just only one group of people, and the thing is, when you assign password, you can give them the privilege when you granted their privilege. You can do that too, but you know this is just by default. The software will do it to just to give some option. Okay, so I'll just leave them with the default setting. I go ahead and click next, and it's checking for error. It's checking all the compatible, and so far there's only one error that I found here. you say the package. This package is, let me just go ahead and, this package is somehow it related to the machine, the server, the hardware of the server. I will don't know what to fix this and don't know how, so I'm gonna just do ignore. Okay, I'm gonna choose ignore up here and click on next. Alright, it will confirm that I ignore that error. I say yes, I want to continue. Alright, here is the summary where now the disk space requires 6.4 gigabyte, so it requires 6.4 for to create this folder. It confirms all of the information that we set. Like the short location, this is where I remember I came in and do cd change directory to all of this. Okay, so it's just confirming database addition, enterprise, Oracle base. Here this we got an Oracle base with the new directory that we just created. And same thing, the software location. This is where we're gonna install all the software. 12.1.2.0.2, and the last one is the privilege, where we set privilege on this Bibo. All right, so it's look like the, and another thing is I don't know what the response file used for. It's must be the file that record everything that we are doing. So I'm gonna just go ahead and save a file. I will save this file in 642 Oracle slash products slash 12.1.0.2 slash and database install. Okay, I'll try to do that. We'll see how it's going. Okay, I will save that. Unable to save, so it doesn't let me save, so I'm gonna redo it again. 640. Okay, I would say 642 slash Oracle 112.1.0.2 again. I save. It won't let me. Okay. Okay, I will do this manually. Okay. I can save it here. It shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Alright, so let's go and I go ahead and click install. Alright, and you just have to sit back and wait. So it's running, it show you what it does, and it's gonna install all of the. Yeah, it's very much the same for every database. We have what we have to do is 644, 42, and 640. It's very much the same for the environment. Different database, different company, they have their directory create differently. But for Regis, you see this directory is 6 for Oracle products, and then the version. This you know, we should get familiar with it because we have to type this in all the time. Yeah, we have to type it in all the time. So We just have to wait. It take a while. I think the 644 is there's a lot of pluggable database within that database. Yeah, there's a lot of database, smaller database inside that database. So it takes a long time to install the binary and also to install to upgrade, because when they upgrade they have to copy everything from the old one to put in the new one. For documentation, I did some documentation with the videos. I can send it out, but I just talked to Nubia. She going to document the videos and then modify it to fit our environment. So I would wait on that. But the best way is to watch the videos. Yeah, I will send you the link of the video. Just watch that, and you will have the idea um, of how to upgrade the database. Um, on Okay. After we done this one, we have only one more to do. Okay, because we only do three of the database. I'm gonna do that as well because it's require a root accept. Okay, so I will do that, and but if you watch the video, it's like 45, 48, 50 minutes long videos. You can you will have the idea of how it goes, especially on the binary installation and also on the upgraded database. Okay. Um, I'm gonna set up one of the test environment so you can do the upgrade, the test environment on 644. So you can do the upgrade on that to just to play with it to see what to know all the steps. But I don't know. Upgrading it takes so long, and I yeah, the upgrading process it takes a very long time. Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna get done, but for now, that is the only way I can think of. Time, not quite. Okay, so right now on the screen here, it asks me to run this file, the root.sh. So I'm gonna go back to this thing here to the terminal. Okay, and I'm gonna change my directory to the root again, back to the root. Okay, and I'm gonna cd to 642 or because this root script is in 642 directory. So we have to go there. Okay, let me just put it down a little. Okay, Oracle products again. Like I said, we have to type this in all the time. Yep, it's long, but after about 4 or 5 times, you will remember it. DB home _1 right? So I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna, you see the red file here? Yeah, this is the file that we have to run. Okay, so I'm gonna, I have to change to the root user. I have to change switch to the root user to be able to run that file. Okay, now I'm cd back to 64 to Oracle slash product slash 12.1.0.0.2 db home. Okay, so it require you to just click enter on it, and it's ran through. Nothing changed here. Everything, no need to override. Okay, so you just the file, the script is done. So when the script is done, you go back here and you click OK. All right, and now it said that the installation of Oracle database was successful. All right, so this is done for binary installation. Okay, so we just installed the database. We did not move anything anywhere. So the next step is upgrading the database, which is we move whatever the database from the old file to the new file, to the new directory, home, whatever they call it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and close this, right? All right, so I'm gonna exit from here, and we go back to the 642 home, right? Directory. I'm gonna change to that. I don't know where we at right now, so I'm gonna do ls, and we'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna change to the new home that we just created, 642 Oracle products. Okay, now you see we have the new directory, 12.1.0.2. Right, okay, so I'm gonna go in that directory, 12.1.0.2, cd to that ls. So we have database home, cd database home underscore 1. Okay, I'm gonna list. All right, so these are all the file, application or software, whatever, was installed in here. All right, so this is the new database we have. Okay, so the next step is, like I said, upgrading the database.